like when people would release photos, extortion. So that deals with it. Already there was some, and that will work along with other pieces of legislation, like the under the commercial sexual exploitation of children, and even the sexual offences portion of criminal code that speaks to the issue of child pornography, etc. So, but this will help us with what we call revenge porn and the extortion that comes along with that. So we're ecstatic.
What about blasting people from Belize by and sell on Facebook, putting up nude pictures under a fake profile?
Yeah, and that's where it gets complicated. But along with everything else, we have been, since we started talking about cyberbullying and so forth, and even before that, there has been support from the OAS in terms of, and from other entities as well, in terms of training for the police and others in how do you investigate these kinds of things and track it back to people so that we can hold them responsible.
Do you believe that the public is fully aware of this law and what it contains? Because that was one of the points that I think Mr. Ellerington brought up in the House last week.
We have to be able to socialize these things. I think because that's where some of the misunderstanding that cause undue friction. So there is a responsibility to socialize these laws, to educate people on the laws. Ideally, you would want to do it ahead of time. Start the process from before it's enacted, no, or before you go to the House. And so it's important when we have these consultations, etc. Some people don't go to those things, but those are the spaces where you can be educated on these things, where you can have your input,